Hi, it's Debbie with Stitching. I am trying to use my baby lock to do the block 8. And this is block 8 right here. I know there's a glare from the light on the sewing machine, but you would believe the all set up, ready to stitch down the batting. That is step 1. Stop. This foot. How do I? Where's my foot? There it is. There. Okay, now let's try it. Oh, I got everything. Okay, now we put down the background fabric. This I actually had to take off of one that I wasn't paying any attention, and it wasn't supposed to be on there. So I've got a little snag, that kind of thing in it, and I'm going to make sure that part goes under the flooring. Da-da, da-da. Down. I have to go through my scraps and see if I can find any more of this. This machine always leaves a longer tail than I get on the Racoma. So, all right, we've got this down, the fabric down. Now it's going to do the wall placement. Where did I set my fabrics? Oh, really? All right, so now wall tack down, and then we trim after that. This feels so weird to be sitting doing this. Oh, well, I'm going to stitch down my flooring. I got a really boring wall because it's got a picture on it, and the table is really the high point of the thing. So I thought, well, we'll go with a more sedate wall. But the flooring I had picked out, boring. So we livened it up with that. So now we're going to stitch this floor down, face down. Start. Do you see my little clips? I have to show you what those are. I saw it was another YouTube, what Project 1922. I just love the name. That's what got me attracted to it. And I like her. She's, like, she cracks me up. I talk a lot. And if you don't like it, don't watch. Oh, she's funny. I kind of like people that have a lot of gumption. I don't know what to tell you. But she uses these on her, what are they called, fast hoops or something like that. These, she had recommended them, and I thought, I'm going to order them. I found them on Amazon. I think I found one. I think I paid $10 or something for it. I thought, it's not that much. I'm going to give it a shot. And after I got them, I realized I can clip my cutaway onto this big. It's actually considered a magnetic hoop, but the magnets are little circles, so you have these gaps in between, and I make a mess of things. It's not the hoop, I'm sure it's me. But anyhow, I decided that I would give this a shot, so I put double-sided tape on the back of my hoop, and I just stuck the cutaway down onto that, and then use these little, I'm going to call them fast clips. They're actually to replace staples on paper. That's what it was. Let me just roll over here. I've got them by the Racoma because that's what I got it for. Here's the paper. It does not say. Oh, I saved the paper. It doesn't have the name of it on it. Well, I could show you. How's that? So it's this thing, and you're supposed to be able to stick it on the paper. And to be honest, it's kind of hard to, shove that thing out, because what you do is you just push on this until it comes out. And of course, mine is new, so it might be stiff. And then that clamps onto your papers to hold them instead of using staples. And to fill it, you just stick them in the back. I haven't, this is the first time I've used it. So when I pop these off, I'm assuming I'll be able to put them back in there and use them again. But hey, I could be wrong. We'll find out with the next block. So I've got everything set up for both blocks. I'm not doing them in the same film because that would make, this is long enough with me yakking. All right, I've got that all trimmed out. So after the floor edge trim, after the floor edge stitch and the trim out, you will now do the satin edge on the border of the room. And I probably didn't get that close enough. I'm looking at it. It looks like it's standing up. I'm going to go for it. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. Expect the worst. Prepare for the worst. Hope it. Cut down on the machine. I'll probably have to cut all this part out. This part, I'm just going to take 11 minutes. We'll be back in a second. All right, our next step is the wood part of the wall sconces. This outer part here, that's the wood placard part. So I need to change my thread. Step 9 is the candles, and I'm going to use this glow in the dark. It's kind of peachy color. For one thing, I just never know what I'm going to use that color for, so we're going to find reasons. Oh. How to do the flames. It's funny. Most people have so much trouble with the metallic threads. That's the only one working for me. All right, after the details on the sconces, it's going to do the placement for your picture in the middle. And now I'm going to have my, where's my tape? It's ready. I don't believe me. I measured it. I knew it was going to, the satin might take out the D or something. I'm hoping not, but it might. Now I've got to trim around the picture. I just thought it would be cute. Something in there. And I don't have Halloween fabric. And I'm not going to run out and buy Halloween fabric. My son was in here today. He's going, you don't have any Halloween? Nope. You guys, it wasn't like we decorated or anything for Halloween. If a costume was something different, if they wanted a costume made, I made the costume. But it would be like Ninja and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And as a matter of fact, I made my grandson and my grandniece Ninja Turtle costumes last year. And they have both grown so much, they'll never wear them again. But I knew that. Right. So now it's going to do that big part of the frame. It came three rolls of package, and it's a Ziploc baggie. I just kept them in there because the first one dried out, and it wasn't used often enough. I had to throw half of it away because it had to stick well. The thing was to deal with some new stuff I bought. I couldn't find the package. It was two rolls. And I stuck it in the Ziploc bag, and I thought, well, we'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll kick in some moisture or something. I pulled out a fresh roll of this, and it's working great. I changed the angle of the camera. I'm not sure if it's any better or not. Basically, the next step is the tabletop. With the light blue. Okay. Silver plate, the head is on. There's like one little foot, a line and a claw, and then it'll do another. The next step is on top of it. I'm not sure why they split it up, but they did. So now I have to go back to the butt. It's all shredded up. I need to change my needle. I'm not going to fool with that. I'm just going to... Where are my needles? That's okay. Got lots more. Peek at that foot. It's okay. It's solid enough. It'll be all right. Maybe a new needle will help. If you take your needles and you put them up on top of the machine someplace, you'll always know what needle you have in. If I change to a different size needle, I just put the other container up here and put this one away. See what I mean? So then it does one claw. I guess so you could do that back claw in a different color. I'm not going to. I'm using a single thread machine. No. I eliminated as many color changes as I could. And I didn't, you don't want to go in and say, okay, all of these are going to be green, but even though this one's done here and this one's done, here, or that kind of a thing. You don't want to group them by color in that sense because they're made to be in back for a reason. It's like this is not stop. Give me that thread. Here it is. If I did all the legs right now, then they'll be out of order and it will, something that's supposed to be behind the front legs or whatever wouldn't be. That's the reason they're in the order they're in. But when it comes to like placement, tack down, really? When it comes to your placement and your tack down, you can make them all the same as, eliminate some color changes that way. So where are you? Now when it shreds and breaks and goes up inside the machine, I'll just kind of follow it around because I don't want this stuff to get caught up in the machine. That's what I think is in there. Some of this is caught up in the tension, I bet, and it needs to be opened up and pulled out. Problem is, what are you? Yeah, see, it's just not right up in here. It is not moving. What is going on? I know it's awful. If the camera's that close, then whenever I thread or anything, my hand's in your face. I'm going to take this opportunity to move this camera again. Okay, this is really weird, but that's what I did. And now I'm going to slide my machine. Really good on a bad back. Okay. Hopefully it won't hit anything. I'm trying to get you more centered and you can see it actually stitching. We'll give this a shot. Oh, let me go back just. We don't want to lose anything important. Now it's going to do a spider web under here, and we don't want to jump ahead and do the other black and then come back to it because then the spider web will, like the edges are supposed to look like it's under the chair. I guess technically it wouldn't matter though when you get down to it. I guess you could. I've got this glow-in-the-dark gray. No, because I got a gray wall. That won't work. Man, I am shedding. My hair was on that. I'll use the white. The white will show up. I want glow-in-the-dark. I have glow-in-the-dark green over here I'm going to use on that head. Their dinner. They got their dinner on the table. Okay, I'm trying. This is what comes from... my son bought me this really nice 20 thread stand. That's what I asked for. That's what he got me. And because of where my machine was, I couldn't use the whole stand. I had to change it up so that I could, how I was going to use the machine. And it was still very helpful, but the bottom parts of the stand I had packed away. Do you think I can find them now? Oh, heck no. And now I actually really need the bottom parts of the stand to use it. I had it dangling from a hook above before because there wasn't room behind. Stop. Now I cut that thread. And it was great. It was up out of the way. Everything worked. But now, like right now, I could have it off to the side and have all the threads I'm going to use already threaded on that part, and it would go a lot faster, except I packed away this bottom of the stand, and I can't find it. Now I packed away the top part of the stand someplace, probably in a different box, obviously, because that's not what I find. The spider web doesn't show up a little, does it? Kind of blends into the background there. After the spider web, it will do the base of the chair. So we're going to go back with the black base of the chair. Tell me I'm not seeing that. The base of the table. Might want to thread that. Wouldn't have done much, would it? That's what it says, right? Spiderweb, table-based leg. Oh, hurt today. Now, I say now a lot, don't I? Sorry. The next step. Okay. My sheet is right. I'm at step 23. It'll be the back post of the chair back. It'll be that post back there, you know, on the other side of the chair, because the chair's turned just enough that you can kind of see that. And I plan to do this, the cushiony part in the light blue. I should have enough for that. And these will be black again. And the edge of the chair will be black. Gotta stick to the black now. But at least it's making it kind of pop, so. But that face, I don't have that, you know, that beigey, greeny color that's, I don't know. Always makes me think of rotting flesh. Don't ask me why. It's not like I've seen rotting flesh. Horror movies, I guess. That's the color I'd like to have for the head, but I don't. That's why I decided I would use this glow-in-the-dark green. It's a pale green, real pale. I thought that might work. We'll see. So, let's go ahead and start. This is what I said. If you pick the same color for all of this, now I can just go from that to the next post, and it's going to do each chair. Then says the front of the chair, front of back chair legs. Huh? It's the back of front chair legs. Huh? Oh, I know. Remember, it does that little one claw. So it's doing the chair legs, so I can still use black. Now it's going to do the front of those legs, but I want to get some of these threads that are sticking out here before they get stitched down. And I've already got one up in the bat wing that I'm going to have a better of a time getting out. Now we're going to go back to that light blue for the chair cushions. Right? Let me double check. We're just going to make sure. You know, I'm going to just be so upset if I get all this done and there's no volume. That would really bum me out because I triple checked. It was a struggle to get these headphones to be the microphone. At one point, I had no camera. I'm trying to change the microphone to the headphones, and it deleted the camera. I was having a time. Chair backs, chair seats. The next two steps are the chair backs and then the chair seats. So we can keep the same color in. Oh, 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 don't you dare. This spool is getting low. Kind of. Oh, golly, that made you nauseous. Yes, there is one problem with having the camera so close. On the Racoma, it would sit right in front and I would reach around the camera. Sometimes I did hit it. I don't know what to tell you. A lot of the times with my big belly. Step 27 is the seats on the chairs. I just changed the setting. I lowered the brightness down. It seems to have taken some of that glare out. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Because I'm not very smart. Alright. Now we're going back to the front chair posts and the sides of the chair. You know, next will be the seat edges. So I'm going to do those. I'm going to get that thread. I see you. Oh, I got no fingernails. So I'm going back to black. And I'll be able to leave the black in. Let's see, turn the paper over. Well, 2 steps. And then it'll go to the head after it finishes these chairs. So we have 2 more steps to finish the chairs. Well, changing the needle seems to have helped, but we'll find out with this black. Black has given me a hard time before. Let's see if it's okay now. Now it's going to do the edge of the seat. Now it's going to do that head. It's funny, it doesn't seem to be dragging. Maybe whatever was caught up in there is worked loose or something. I hope so. Now, they got the nose separate from the eyes so that you can use different colors in it. And I think I'm going to do them all red. So it's doing the nose spot. You know, where the nose would have been. Now it's going to do the eye holes and the mouth. Now it'll do the details and the little hairs sticking out wildly. The next steps are the forks. There's one sticking in its head and one laying on the table. And I'm going to be using my silver gray color for that. Now it's going to do the outline of the glasses. They're just floating in the air. I think the idea is the ghost is holding it. You can't see the ghost. And it's just a line and like the base. I'm going to go ahead and stick with this color. The last thing to stitch on this is the liquid in their goblets, which I'm going with red for blood. And that's it. It's all done. So this is block 8. They're gamers. There's one more block. This was a bonus week. So there's one more block for this week to be released, or I should say stitched. It's already released. I hope to see you again at the next one. Bye-bye.